Guys, cheer for me. I'm the winning team. Cheer for me.
Broncos. It's pouring here as we're getting ready for today's matchup.
The forecast has been calling for rain for the days leading up to this game, and here we are about to kick it off, and it's a downpour.
Yeah, when you have a downpour like this, of course it's going to affect the game because handling the football is going to be rough.
This game has officially begun.
They're setting up the return.
And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Broncos take it from the 28. Anderson's on the toss, gets the football.
Let's go. Run to the yard. Run to the yard.
Second and long. Anderson's got it on the handoff.
And he's going to be tackled right around the 43. The defense will take the penalty.
Now they'll try over again on second down.
Get ready.
Defense crowding the line of scrimmage. Look out, this could be a blitz.
A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
When quarterbacks see cover four defensive backs playing back against the deep passes, they know they're going to look for underneath or crossing routes. That time, a good throw by the quarterback to the receiver going across the field.
Third down on the way. The Chargers will come out in the dime.
decorated career, but an early interception. How will he rebound, the quarterback?
I'll just say this, you're a funny guy. That's funny. Hey, I did it all the time, and I used to tell my offensive linemen, be ready. I'm probably going to throw some more, so make the tackle.
Hey, the offense has a chance to do something with this drive. First down at the 34. Running right through the trenches. After running it, it's second down. Ryan Nassif will take it right from the center. Gets the handle here. A tackle behind the line.
The Broncos defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line and they tackle the runner for a loss.
The Chargers now on third down. Just a week ago, they converted at a high rate in third down situations.
Get ready.
Third down and 3. Gets about 9 on the play.
Well, the offense has done a good job getting down inside the 20 in the so-called red zone or green zone by some teams. But the defense, you can be a little more aggressive now because you don't have to worry about the length of the field. It is shortened, so take advantage of it and attack this offense a little more.
In his hands, complete, touchdown. And they've got a lead for themselves midway through the first thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, it was a good drive that time. It had a little bit of everything in it, and it just gives you tremendous confidence as here we are halfway through the first quarter. Now you put the pressure on the other team.
The Chargers ready to kick it away. And he'll start his return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Broncos are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You've got to go out there and be much better.
The Broncos are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. Here's a look at the Broncos offense. A lot of people thought coming into the year this would be one of the best rushing attacks in the league, but it's been very average to date. This is third down. Playing press coverage to the outside. Knocked down as he fires it. The offense stopped midway through the first, and they'll now turn to their defense.
Yeah, Jim, they're going to turn to the defense. Here we got a low-scoring game, and what they have to do is go out there on the field, find a way to stop the other offense from scoring some points.
He's going to try and return this punt. The tackle is made at the 40-yard line. And a run back of about 14. The Chargers coming back onto the field to start this drive after what was really sort of a textbook touchdown drive the last time they had the ball in their hands.
Yeah, let's give a lot of credit to that offensive line. They were awesome. They did everything well. Usually you have an offensive line can only do one of the two things well, run block or pass block. This one, they do them both well. That's why they had so much success on that last drive.
First down at the 40. Ware gets him for the sack.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him.
Second down here. Quarters formation here for the defense.
Get ready. 588. 588.
The wide receiver in motion. They better hurry to get the snap.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
A reception on second down, but not enough for the first. Third down.
Get ready.
From the gun. Ladarius Green comes away with the catch.
Receivers get scared sometimes running that slant route. They know their linebackers inside running towards them because they're watching the quarterback's eyes.
What's up?
The line of scrimmage, the 48. The Chargers at the line of scrimmage, split backfield.
The defensive line is shifting. They're getting into a spread look. I think they think this is going to be a pass.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Down on the field. He's able to come down with it. What a catch. One-handed. One-handed. Becoming a thing of art.
Well, they practice it now, Jim. I think as they're growing up, you see them practice it out on playgrounds when they're in practice, and they come out here and they
Slow down, man. Slow down.
Make it happen. That is really, truly an incredible one-handed catch.
Handoff made. And that's good for only a yard or two. Now, here's a look at the Chargers offense. They're trying to cut down on the turnovers. A week ago, they gave away the football 2 times.
Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Second and goal from the 3. Ray's able to read that play and make the hit. And now here's the Broncos defense. This is a defensive unit that does not allow much at all. This is a very proud, hungry, and angry defensive unit. Welcome back to the action on a day where defenses have ruled. Breaking huddle at the 4. And the second quarter is underway. Powers his way across. Touchdown. They continue to pour it on early in the second quarter with yet another touchdown here, Phil.
Well, I hope the defense learned a little something on that drive. The way they are playing is not working. So you are allowed to blitz in this league. You can take a chance. That's what I suggest. Get after it, be more aggressive, and blitz that offense.
The Broncos Broncos offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
First down at the 28. The ball is jarred loose.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
Second and 10 coming up. The Broncos take it from the 28. Finds Thomas, who steps out. That's his first reception today. Can you believe how steady and reliable this guy is?
He is. What's the phrase for it? He is money, Jim Nance. Man, he pays off every single time. You throw the football near him, he'll make the catch.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Going deep, looking for Demaryius Thomas. Rings it in for the score in the end zone. And they have closed the gap here in the second quarter after a horrible start, but that touchdown certainly could prove to go a long way here, Phil.
It's only in the second quarter, but man, this is one ugly football game, wasn't it? They were being dominated, but all of a sudden it turned around with that touchdown. Now look out and we'll see what happens.
The Chargers ready to return the kick. The 23. The Chargers offense looks unstoppable. Touchdown drives the last two times they've had it. Here they go again, Phil.
Yeah, they've been very good, Jim. They're taking advantage of situations and scoring touchdowns, and we know that's what you must do. If you don't get these touchdowns, what happens later in the game always comes back to bite you.
The Chargers are going to line up. Close game, second quarter. The score's 14-7. The Chargers take it from the 23. Charging ahead. Stewart's in on the tackle.
Safeties are becoming a bigger part of the NFL every year. That time the safety comes up and gets in there and makes the tackle for no gain.
Second down coming up.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing play here.
Scrambling now. Heaving it down the field. And intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Broncos coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
Osweiler's going to be in the pistol here. The wide receiver shifting around in motion. First down at the 48. Has the grab. Marquette down for another reception.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
At the 33. The quarterback motions the wide receiver. Now first and 10. Anderson's going to receive the toss. He's taken down at the 30.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
This will be second down. Anderson's going to secure the handoff. He's tackled at the 28.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run, nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped him for a short gain.
Set up now at the 28-yard line. The Chargers with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Nothing will drive a coach crazier than a false start penalty. Third down after the penalty.
Jim, I think this is a blitz. Look how close everybody is to the line of scrimmage.
Throws the pass. Amazing catch. How about how high he went up in the air to get that one?
Unbelievable job that time. And again, that's part of every offense now in the NFL. It wasn't like that when I played. We didn't have guys that could go up and make catches like that.
Osweiler's now completed 4 in a row. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. They motion the receiver around to the other side. Coming up, second down. The Chargers with a nickel look here on defense. Osweiler's Melvin Ingram gets to the quarterback.
You got to be quick and decisive when you're down near the goal line and you're throwing the pass as a quarterback. That time he was not, and he takes a huge sack.
Only 20 yards to the end zone. Scans the field, and he makes the catch. No, the ball comes out. The ball is knocked out of his hands. This will be a field goal attempt from 37 yards out. An empty possession for the offense. Midway through the second, and you know this offense needed those points to get a foothold here in this game.
Absolutely. They needed those points to get some confidence going on their side, to get their defense and coaches emotionally involved in the game, so this team just remains flat. Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. First down at the 27. Trying to power his way right up the middle. Two-minute warning. They bring in the extra tight end. Second down and 8. They'll go ground. Muscles through the defender. And he's tackled down at the 36-yard line.
Well, all we hear about this running back is, he gets outside, it's all about his speed. Well, not that time. It was about his power. Good job of just running through that tackle.
Third down. Quarters formation here for the defense. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And that's a gain of 10.
Third short. I don't know what you do anymore. I've given up. Do you throw it? Do you run it? Do you have that kind of faith in your offensive line? Well, the offense does. They run the football. Great job by the offensive lineman, giving that running back a chance to get that first down.
Green's a receiver all the way out to the right.
Now the defensive line is shifting to the right.
Here's another handoff. Raised there to make the tackle.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Second down following the run. The Chargers come out in a bunch set. They're setting up screen. Where's the one who made the big stop? The Broncos signal for the timeout. And that's the first one they've used. It'll be third down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. He'll take the snap from the gun. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
There's a flag right there. It's an illegal block in the back, and the coaching staff cannot be happy about this.
No, it's a bad decision, and most of all, it's dangerous. You can hurt players when you block them like that.
First down here. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Wants to go deep. It's intercepted.
Well, nowadays, your linebackers, they got to be able to do everything. They got to be big enough to get in there and stop the run, and also athletic enough to be able to get in position and make an interception. Good job by the linebacker.
First down here.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
The Chargers have it at the 44. And they bring it down at the 36-yard line. The Chargers are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Set up now at the 36. Press coverage all the way. Here comes the wide receiver in motion. The Chargers snap it at the 36. Looking to go deep. He rips it right out of the wide receiver's hands.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Line of scrimmage, the 36. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
Nice job that time by the runner. Gets out of bounds after the play. He got under 2 minutes, and you need to stop the clock, so he gets it done.
The Chargers have driven inside the red zone, and last week they were so effective inside the 20. This will most likely be the final play before the half ends. Intercepted.
You got to stay aggressive on the defensive side. That time the defense did. Even though the offense was going in to score, they come up with the big play, and they get the interception inside their own 20-yard line.
The Chargers go with the dime formation here on defense. First down at the 20. Stands in the pocket. And we've reached halftime here in Southern California. We'll take a quick break and return to San Diego for the second half after this. Jim Nantz, Phil Simms here at San Diego Stadium, getting set for the second half. The Broncos setting up here for the kickoff. The second half is officially underway. And he's tackled past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Chargers come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Phil.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
First down at the 22. Toss to the outside. Running room. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
Well, the defense, they give them the first down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. The Chargers come out with a split backfield. First down at the 26. Amari, touchdown! And that touchdown puts them in the driver's seat. Early stages of the second half.
You know, somewhere along the line, you got to take a stand, and you just got to say, I've had enough. And on the defensive side, they didn't do that in that drive, so maybe they could come out on the offensive side, find a way to score some points and get back into this game.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. He'll have a chance to take off. And tackles made right around the 26-yard line. The Broncos offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
Anderson's taking the handoff. It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. The wide receiver in motion. Toss play. That's a gain of 6.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards.
Third down now. Double tight end formation. Flip to the outside. Still powering ahead. Just when they needed it at last to hit on a third down conversion.
When you pick up first downs against the defense, they will get tired. That time, nice job by the offense getting the first down, even though they're losing here in the game.
It's first down as they head to the line. Playing press coverage to the outside. Looking long. And there's going to take it to that end for the touchdown. They're getting right back into this after the half. Those were great adjustments they made during the break.
Yeah, those were great adjustments, all right. I'm sure the coach went in there and ripped their behinds for the way they played. And listen, those players, no player likes getting ripped by the coach. They came out here, they did something about it, and they got right back in this game.
The Broncos ready here for the kickoff. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Chargers offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
First down at the 21. Looking across the middle. Nassib is on the mark as he finds Stevie Johnson. First down coming up. Green's lined up outside on the right. Out of the gun. Got drilled as he throws it. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. From the shotgun. Scanning the field.
Hey, easy call. Be safe. Put the pressure on the other team to make the plays on the offensive side to beat you. So right here, you call something very conservative.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. It's a too tight end formation. Takes it from the gun. Hooper's got the catch and the first. He's in the clear. The 10. Inside, and he's home for the touchdown. They're not that far from closing this game out after that touchdown here mid-3rd quarter.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's a dominant performance so far. That drive just set it off. They wanted to take it down the field, execute the plays. They did it, and the defense just let them have their way.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. Fields the football at the 3. Breaks free on his way.
Well, a lot of good things happened on both sides of football this time. How about that return by the return team? Good job, good blocking. Look at the speed of that guy running. They get the tackle from behind and stop the touchdown. When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
This play will hold up. He's inbounds.
You must be very creative in the red zone when it comes to the passing game. Formations, movement, do whatever it takes to give your players an advantage. That time they get a nice play call. They throw the pass and complete it for a good, solid pickup.
Osweiler's completion percentage, 50% on the day. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. They'll run it here. That's Legion with the tackle.
Well, that last play almost got him in here. And when you look at this, what do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios.
He runs it in for the touchdown. How important was that score, Phil? Facing a big deficit and suddenly scoring a touchdown, and things look a whole lot different.
Well, it was great. It was great. What a job to find a way to score that touchdown. And now the coach has got to look at the scoreboard and start thinking of a different strategy since this game has gotten close. Made right around the 26-yard line.
The Chargers must be enjoying participating in a game with a lot of offensive fireworks on both sides.
Yeah, it's great. No, I really didn't play in many games where there's a lot of fireworks. So I kind of had a way of putting out fires myself. But, hey, this one's been fun to watch and talk about, though.
Like a wet blanket?
Yeah, something
that
like
was
that.
how we define your career?
That was my nickname.
And Cooper is able to get hold of it.
The Chargers offense has been tough today. They are fighting out there on the field. That's a nice job picking up that first down. It's been fun to watch. They got a small lead here in the second half. We'll see if that first down can lead them to a score. This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
First down at the 40. Got hit on release. The Chargers at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. The Broncos defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Cooper's got it on a pass, has some heat on it. That's his 5th catch of the day. You have to like what this team has done today, passing the football. It's been their identity this season, and that continues here today.
Yeah, he's like, listen, this quarterback is a lot like a pitcher. Some days he'll beat you with the fastball. The next day it's the breaking ball, and that's what he can do, too. He beats you with power or finesse. It doesn't matter.
First down at the 28. Here's the handoff. He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game. Here they come to the line of scrimmage, the 21-yard line.
The D-lines, they're seeing something on the offensive side. Everybody's shifting to the left.
McKinnon has the catch. Gains 14.
So many things are involved when you talk about people catching the pass. Catch it cleanly. Also, catch it and break a tackle. Everybody loves that. Nice job that time. Jim, the offensive coordinator, has done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Throws it in the end zone. Touchdown. Those points may have made... insurmountable, but just over a quarter to play. And we're going to have a stoppage here because the booth wants to have a look at this potential touchdown. Every touchdown is reviewed, and now confirmation the touchdown will stand. The Chargers getting set for the point after. Extra point is good. The Chargers getting ready to kick it off. He's got a chance to return this one. And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. The Broncos offense build is on a roll right now with touchdowns coming on each of their last 2 possessions. Can they make it 3 in a row right here?
Well, we're going to find out. I like their chances. What have we seen that makes us think that they're not going to come out there and get it done? They're playing exceptional football on the offensive side.
First down at the 26. And now here's the toss. No time to huddle now. Second down and 10. He's wide open for the grab. First down. Offense readying for the snap. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Anderson's going to take the handoff now. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The football rests at the 44. He'll take the snap, the first here in the fourth quarter. And gains about 1. The Broncos have tried a couple of different ways to get the running game going, but it hasn't paid off. Anderson's been shut down from his very first carry on.
No balance by this offense, like you said today. They can't run the football, but I've said this all the time. It's not always about just dominating physically and blocking up front. Running backs have to do their part. They have to make good decisions, and they got to break some tackles.
The Broncos take it from the 43. Needing 5 to move the chains. Press coverage all the way. The Chargers come out in a dime package. The Broncos take it from the 43. Thomas got it, and a first. Stiff arms to stay on his feet.
I can't give all the credit to the offense here. They go for it on 4th down here in the second half. Even though they're losing, the defense should have known that that play was coming, and they should have stopped it.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. The Broncos will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on 1st down. The Chargers defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. 1st down at the 17. Touchdown, and they cut into that lead. How important was that touchdown early in the 4th here, Phil, to stay in the game?
Oh, it was huge. They needed something. They needed a little lift here to try to get them in position where they can finish this game off. A lot of pressure now on their defense. Can they go out there and be aggressive, make a play, and get that football back for their offense?
They're setting up the return. Runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Chargers offense preparing to get this drive underway. The last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Love what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Jackson takes him to the ground.
Well, that's a sign of a good defense. When you can sack the quarterback when you're just rushing the defensive lineman, you don't need any tricks, you don't need any blitzes. Man, that's talent.
It's 3rd and 17 here after the sack. Quarters formation here for the defense. The wide receiver shifting around in motion. Cooper's got the catch and the first. A foot race to the end zone. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. And that touchdown could have officially put this one out of reach.
Well, if it's not out of reach, it'll take 2 miracles to get back in this game by the defensive side. My gosh, they just gave up that time. They let the offense march down there and just score a touchdown that put this game out of reach.
He'll take it from the 1. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Broncos now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
First down at the 21. The catch is made. That's a pickup of 14. The Broncos still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Osweiler's tried to keep his team in it any way he can.
Well, a couple things, Jim. You can't blame the quarterback because of trailing. He has been outstanding here today. The offensive line, the play calling, all good.
And now he'll take off. The Chargers set at the line. Dime package. Osweiler's going to take it from the gun. 2 hands on the football, has the catch. Osweiler's all by himself in the backfield for this snap.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Osweiler's off the mark there, incomplete.
Bad job that time by the quarterback. He misses the receiver on the slant route. When you're throwing the slant route, you got to throw it right into the stomach of the receiver, so it's easy for him to make the catch, and he can protect himself also.
2nd and 10 coming up. The Chargers defense now is going to go nickel. Osweiler standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
The defense, they have a lead here in the 4th quarter, so they're willing to give up short pass completions, but good job by the offense.
Offense still looking for a first after that completion on 2nd down. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Thomas is no one's going to get him now. Going to take it home for the touchdown. Bill, that touchdown could prove to be the difference maker for this team, but still they need their defense to kind of capture that same energy and give the ball back to them so they have a chance to drive down again and next time take the lead.
Yeah, you know, Jim, I think the defense is going to have the energy and all that. I'm looking at the offensive side. Can they have the courage to call some plays that maybe the defense is not expecting? That's what they need to do here.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Chargers preparing to get things going again on offense. They took it all the way on their previous possession, mostly getting it done through the air.
Yeah, they got the leader, don't they? That quarterback, he takes control of the situation when he goes out on the field. And I know that defense, they had great respect for him. Now they fear him. That's a tough spot to be in on the defensive side.
Leading and with possession of the football, a good place to be at this point in the game. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there. After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment. Playing press coverage to the outside. Ryan Nassib will take it right from the center. The Chargers from the 22. Picks up 8 here. That's a timeout call. First down on the way.
Look out. The defense is showing a blitz here.
2 tight ends on the field here. Will go ground. Space to work. The Chargers get a first down. He's got over 110 yards rushing on the day. First down at the 43. Takes it from the eye. Trevathan that time on the tackle.
Well, when you know you can win the game, but just running the football, then you just run the football. Take no chances. Keep 2 hands around it at all times, and don't worry about the extra yard.
The Chargers coaching staff probably wouldn't mind avoiding these close games every week, but right now they're winning another tightly contested game.
Well, I'm sure they wouldn't mind the blowout victories, but that's not going to happen. I think everybody in this league knows it's how you do in the close game that defines what you're going to be. Are you going to be a playoff team or a team that doesn't make the playoffs?
On the way, third down. The Chargers will line up. First down markers right at the 47-yard line.